Hello, friends and neighbors. Swaggy Man Piper 1926 here. Smoking my Savinelli saxophone. It's a 614 Romalusite. And in it, is some Cobblestones whiskey. Oh, that's not it. There we go. Which thankfully is lightly topped and not heavily cased. Because I cannot handle the heavily topped and or cased whiskey or alcohol blends. It always burns too hot, bites me. I just don't like it. Get a little hint of whiskey, but the tobaccos itself is a Virginia Burley, which are very good, very nice. And that was one of them that my wife got me for my birthday. So pretty good stuff. If you don't care for heavily topped whiskey blends, try that out. Let me know what you think. Very light little tickle on the tongue. So, how is everybody? Doing well, I hope. Life and work shenanigans. Betwixt the two of them, can't get nothing done. Oh well. So I can't remember what all I've told you all, but we've been in the process of trying to acquire my wife's essentially family land. It was her grandmother's property that was split betwixt 5 children, which, you know, some have passed and then some didn't really want anything to do with it. So that place is my wife has very fond memories of it, and it is out in the country. So I'm very much happy to take that on. But the house is falling in, and the main part of it has to be tore down. Which there was actually 2 houses on the property. One was completely falling down that we were able to have a controlled burn. Her uncle he was able to burn that down for us instead of trying to take it apart, which that in itself is a blessing. But we pulled up the other day, and I said, well, actually I said, well, Ma, what do you think of the old home place? And in the process of me saying that, a rooster, well, a chicken, I didn't know it was a rooster at the time, but a chicken walked out in between the existing house and the garage pump house area. And I said, even comes with your complimentary chicken. And it's like the rooster turned into a statue. And she said, oh my God, where did you find that thing? And I said, what are you talking about? She said, that statue right there. I said, honey, that ain't no statue. She said, oh, yeah, right. I'm serious. And the chicken had like moved down and pecking and then come back up again. But apparently she put her head down too because she didn't see it. She said, just look, where did you find, who gave that to you? And I said, sweetheart, that little chicken right there just walked out. I don't know. So she finally watched it for a minute and realized, she says, oh my gosh, that's a real chicken. Yep, sure is. She said, whose is it? I said, well, hell if I know. Why don't you get out there and ask it? So we eased out the van and started going to it, and he's a rough little chicken. I don't know how much you folks know about essentially yard birds, but the old phrase of pecking order, yeah, that's a real thing. So you could tell that the tail feathers of that rooster, a few of them have been plucked, because normally roosters have kind of a bigger tail feather that just kind of hangs, and you know, nature's normally very pretty, but he did not. So apparently wherever he came from, he was a little further down on the pecking order. But rather colorful as roosters come. But he had kind of a blonde head and neck, feathers, kind of the dark, kind of a black greenish body with a little patch of orangish red, and black tail feathers with a few little white portions on the wing. She said, well, I thought for sure you got that from somebody. I said, who in the world would have given me a live rooster? She said, I didn't think it was live. I thought it was a statue. She said, I don't know how many, go to some old person's home and just give you, I just painted this statue here, I want you to have it. No, not quite. So, her uncle that did the burn for us just lives up the road. And she makes a phone call to him. Says, hey, whose chicken is this down here, so we can either get it back to them or let them know it's here. And that's what I heard her say. Now, obviously, I couldn't hear his statement back on the phone, but it turned out that he had seen it before, and the neighbors above us have seen it. Didn't know whose chicken it was, and her uncle had told him that we keep chickens and thought that we had dropped him off. It kind of started, cutting back on the tick population. So apparently, not only have we acquired land, but we have our own guard rooster too. So hey, win-win. But the whole funny thing is us trying to catch it. If you ever think you're so smart, you can outsmart anything, try catching yourself a chicken. And I don't mean one in a pen. I mean a full range chicken. Folks, I could hear that chicken laughing at me. And my wife is ate up with it. As I'm trying to clean up where the house had burned down. And she's trying to back that chicken in a corner to catch it. It went so far as to taking old pieces of tin and kind of blocking where he was underneath a little dogwood. And she had cut the kind of like the safety net on the trampoline. And she said, all right, fix it on the house, this net part. And you walk in toward him, and I'll get this side, and we'll catch him. We got closer and closer. Now, keep in mind, folks, y'all know I have chickens, and I know how to catch a chicken. But apparently not that chicken. Because we eased in closer and closer. Be damned if he didn't take and jump up on that tin and just jump right off. Take a run. Yeah. And I heard him giggle as he went off. Yeah. Y'all come on up. Try and catch him. Go ahead. I'll set the camera up. It'll be the best video we ever put on YouTube. Oh, by the way, we got that fuel pump changed in the Suburban. Me and a buddy of mine, he was driving it back to the house for me. And there where we live has a hill. Or there where we live currently has a hill. Got all the way up to the top of it. Come on the other side. It stops. Ran out of gas. Okay. calls me and says, hey man, I've ran out of gas. I said, no problem, I've got gas. Go, put the gas in, try and fire it up again. Fuel pump went out again. This is beginning to get ridiculous. I don't know how well you can hear it or not, but we've got rain. Now we got us a good little storm too. It just got a shade darker. Well folks, I hope y'all have a good Monday. Y'all take care, stay safe. And remember, it costs us nothing to be kind.